what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And a common theme, I look like shit and I feel like shit from alcohol consumption last night, which, by the way, what do you guys think about the new logo? The new Tatooine color, like half sun. What do you guys think about that? That's the new one. I was getting kind of tired of the other one, and it felt noob-ish, I guess. I don't know. I got a couple things going on this morning. I've got a dog birthday party this afternoon. I don't know that I'm going to record or not. It just depends on the overall feel of the event. There's some people there that you guys have seen on videos before on my channel and other channels, and there's people there who may not want to be on videos, so may not. What we're going to do today, I've got 3 registrations to put on my tags. Not a big deal. I'm going to do my first chain adjustment on the bobber. But I'm in a little bit of a crisis because I just bought a 27mm socket for this rear axle on the Honda when I did the back tire, and I can't find it. And it's the same socket I need for this, and I don't want to go buy another socket. I need to look a little bit harder for it. And then last week I bought this foam cannon thing on Amazon. We're going to try that out with this snow foam wash. I don't know if I'm really going to get to that today or not, but we're at least going to get this chain adjusted, and I'm also going to, you guys are going to see my impressive upholstery skills as I try to close this up to keep it from ripping any further. So let's get started. As luck would have it, I actually don't need to adjust my chain. The tolerance on this chain is 26 to 33 millimeters, and I even had the wife come out here to make sure. I'm like, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? I want to show you. So based on the images in the owner's manual of where to check this, I know I should just inherently know that it's in between, but I like to just check. Trust but verify, as they say. Right in front of the tire, basically. And it looks like what they've done is they've put a little detent to put a ruler there. There's no other reason for that cutout to be there, and that's exactly in line with where the pictures are for the chain adjustment. So from here, I even measured it over here. It's about 28 millimeters. So I'm calling that good. Now I wish I wouldn't have broken torque on the wheel. So not that it's hard to torque it, it's just I didn't need to. So anyway, we're going to break out the pressure washer and see if I can get that. I want to make sure the pressure washer runs because it's been several months and you know how the carbs get on lawn equipment when you don't run for a while. Wash this thing up, tighten it up, and then we're going to head out in a little bit to go to that party.
Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Funny thing about that chain I was trying to adjust, whatever. I got everything apart and didn't need to, so it was already within limits. And the last time I adjusted a chain on camera was on the Royal Enfield. Man, you guys had a heyday with that. And then afterwards, it made me feel like, somebody's probably always going to have, oh, you did this wrong or whatever. So I had 2 sets of eyes to make sure I was measuring everything right. And by God, it was right. So didn't need to measure it or didn't need to adjust it. I did want to get that power wash done, that foam wash, but I don't run my pressure washer enough, so the gas gets gunked up in there. I should just buy ethanol-free gas, if I can find it, close by here, just to put in my yard equipment, because that's a pain in the ass. Because every time that I can't get it to start, I have to take the car. I'm not a carburetor guy. I don't know what the hell goes on. I know it's just a bunch of vacuums and shit, but I don't really know what goes on inside of a carburetor, so every time I have to take one off to clean it, it's just take it off, spray it down with carb cleaner, and then put it back together. Hope I don't mess anything up. Which, knowing me, you never know if I'm going to mess it up or not. What is going on up here? God damn it. Nope. I mean, why put your blinker on as you're turning? By that point, everybody else that could have run into you would have run into you. Oh, man. So I am heading to a birthday party for a dog. At first, it sounds funny, right? I mean, maybe to a lot of you out there, it doesn't sound funny. But I heard a couple months ago that this party was actually like a really good party to go to. And I was actually honored to be invited to it. It's a private invite party for them. I get it, they're private people. and they love their dog. I met their dog. It's Mike the Barber and Kirby, Rats and Wrath. It's their dog, Hercules. We met him last week. We were invited over for some beers and then for a ride, and what a great, great big old boy he is. I'm probably not going to record a whole bunch while we're over there because that's not what that party's there for. But I would like to get some of it on there so you can kind of see how good of a boy he really is. I don't know if you're supposed to bring gifts to a dog birthday party. I didn't pick one up, so I'll bring some beers to share, maybe some snacks to share, whatever. I guess if you love your dog that much, having a birthday party for him or her is warranted, you know. I have a weird relationship with pets that I've had in the past and currently. Not weird relationship like horny Farmer John weird, but I've had many pets throughout the years, like most people have, dogs, cats, whatever, and I've never really felt all that attached to them. I know a lot of you pet lovers out there are going to hear that and just probably flip your shit, internal or external. I might get some comments below, whatever. If they've always just kind of been there, they're just part of the house. Just kind of things that take up space in the house, and maybe my kids like them or whatever. When I was a kid, we had hunting dogs or whatnot, and I've never really had a problem. I've never been that attached to pets until my current dog. It's crazy. My wife she loves Cocker Spaniels, man. She always has, and about 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, my girl was trying to talk me into looking at Cocker Spaniels, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not looking at any damn dog. I don't want any dogs. I don't want to clean up after them. I don't want to feed them, take them for walks, whatever. I just don't want the hassle, you know? And I know, even though there are a lot of pet lovers out there who are going to hate to hear that, I think there's going to be a lot of people out there who understand that and agree with that, and that kind of matches their way, too. So I agreed finally because I'm a sucker for my wife and kids. We went and looked at these Cocker Spaniel puppies over on the east coast of Florida, like a 2.5-hour drive over there. And, we picked one up, brought him home, and just over the years, man, that dog is my freaking buddy. And my girls, man, they have no problem sending me those memes of, Dad didn't want a dog. Also, Dad, photo sessions, whatever. I love my dog. I now kind of get it because that little fucker, he pisses me off, getting in the trash and shit sometimes, but man, he's just my buddy. And you come home and he's so excited to see you, and sometimes when I'm sick, he'll know that I'm sick. He'll come lay down, curl up next to me as if to, hey, I'm here, I'm coming. I know that might be some anthropomorphic fallacy with, the compassion, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a connection with this one. And it might be dumb, but no, I love the little guy, man. His name's Jackson. We call him Jax for short. I think when we first named him, it was Jackson Oliver Branch. I don't know why we gave him a middle name. We just did, but anyway, that's my buddy. So what I'm doing now, on the way to the dog birthday party, I'm going to stop at the vape shop. It wouldn't be a Mike Branch video if I didn't give you the weather. Not there yet. And stopping to get vape, because who doesn't need to refill their douche food every now and then? You know what I'm saying? Let's get down the road. It's nice and warm out today. It is Saturday, May 14th, I think, 2022. 86 degrees outside, nice and toasty. Sweating a little bit under my armpits. I've got my Dickie shorts on that I get made fun of for looking like a cholo with them, but I don't mind, man. I wear the long ones so I can sit in the riding position and not have to come up all like Tom Selleck on me and shit. I mean, I'm already sexy as it is. I don't need to be turning heads everywhere I go with showing a little bit more leg. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep... You're thankful that you can keep your men and women under control because I'm not out here showing a little more skin. That's just how it is. I get it. Anyway, we'll see you down there.
All right. Welcome back. I completely forgot to take any video footage of Hercules' birthday party last night. I didn't intend to record much anyway because it felt really invasive, but I meant to get something and I didn't get anything, but it was a really good time. It was great to hang out with Mike, Sage, Kirby, Cam, Kristen, Dylan, so many people, so many great people just to hang out there, just chill with for a lot of the night. But today I'm trying something new. My bike hasn't been washed since before. Neither of my bikes have been washed since before Arkansas. You can see all my coffee and Monster energy drink kind of piled up on the side there. So I was talking to some of the boys on Discord, and we're going to try this foam cannon. Never done it before. I knew that I had to use my pressure washer for it, but my pressure washer wouldn't start yesterday. So today, just so I could use this, well, I needed to run anyway, I had to break apart that carburetor and clean it just to get the pressure washer running. Here it is. So yeah, let's get that going. See how it works out. Probably going to mess it up. This could be comedic for both of us. Goldwing. I mean, she's not going to be spotless and shiny like a brand new bike, but that was a pretty simple process. I mean, not that washing it by hand, you know, just soap and bucket takes that much longer, but the way this stuff works with that special wash or whatever really ate through a lot of the bugs. I missed a couple spots. I'll get better with that in time, but I'm pretty impressed. That was a very quick turnaround. So I'm going to do the Triumph and then call it a day out here.
Alright, boys and girls, welcome back. I really have no idea the purpose of this video. We've done some things on this video. We've done, what have we done? We washed the bike on Sunday. Today's Wednesday. I wanted to try out that new foam cannon. I'll share some thoughts on that on the road. We've also done some stuff with the Triumph. And this time, we have the old lady. Say hi, old lady.
Hi, old lady.
You guys heard that first. She called me an old lady.
Jeez.
Oh, the raw power of the Goldwing 1500. We got up to about 80 miles an hour right there.
8?
Yes. I said 80, but 8's probably more accurate.
Yeah, probably.
Oh boy. Tonight's Wednesday night, or if you follow me on Instagram, which I recommend that you do, because I post dumb shit all the time. And if you are a connoisseur of dumb shit, you may appreciate Dumb Shit de la Michael Branch. You'll know that every night that I go out is Saturday Night Bullshit. And that's just how it is. You know, for you normies out there, it's Wednesday, okay? I'm sorry for your life. We've been going out on Wednesdays a few times over the last few weeks, and our buddy Josh, not Shade Tree, but another Josh, came over from Orlando specifically to get a haircut from Mike the Barber, which I think was pretty cool. And before he heads out of town, he wanted to stop by the Shane for a few cold beers. Yeah, just a couple quick thoughts on the things that we did. So I want to try out that foam cannon. You guys saw that earlier in this video, and I want to say that, man, it made getting all the bugs off of this windscreen really easy. It was so easy. It mostly just wiped off. There's a couple spots that I missed because after I sprayed it with foam, it was just kind of awkward figuring out where I had wiped and where I hadn't wiped yet. It wasn't as straightforward as I thought it would be. Yeah, there was a lot of time savings doing that. The drawback was that all the time that I saved in the actual washing process was easily made up in the setup of the pressure washer and the stowage, cleaning up the foam cannon reservoir, putting everything back where it's supposed to go. That was easily longer than it would have taken if I would have just bucket washed it. So, good investment? I don't know. I had plenty of bugs, and this side of the bike had a lot of coffee stains and monster from the Arkansas trip. So maybe it would have taken me a little bit more work had I just done traditional bucket hand wash, but we'll see. So after 27 minutes at that red light, we're back on our way to the Dirty Shane. You saw from the other camera that the wife is with me. She's there. You guys can see from the other camera there. Hey, wave to the camera.
I already did.
Oh, do it again, just so I don't look dumb.
Wait, one more time?
Okay, one more time. Wait, the other side. Okay. Yeah, all right. I want to tell you guys what, man. I did the video a few weeks ago calling overcoming her fear of motorcycles, and while her fears may not be totally overcome, it's been really nice having her with me. And I mean, a couple weeks ago, we thought maybe there was a ride going on. There ended up not being a ride going on, so we just kind of made our own ride and rode up to Leesburg, and that ended up being a 200-mile day, which a lot of you guys won't do 200 miles in a day, but a lot of you will say, oh, that's nothing. But for somebody who doesn't ride often or hasn't in years, that's a pretty big fucking deal. Verity.
Yes.
Tell me your point of view from the experience over the last few weeks.
I mean, obviously, I was pretty nervous in the beginning. Still get nervous at times, depending on traffic or how you respond to traffic. But for the most part, I'm doing much better than I think I anticipated.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
Huh?
It's been a lot of fun.
Well, it has been a lot of fun. Now, would you say, this might be a trick question, would you say that the fun has been hanging out with me or riding on the motorcycle?
That is a trick question.
The correct answer is riding you.
All of the above.
Riding
Okay.
you. Riding you is where the fun is at.
Okay.
She said it. I didn't say it. She said it.
Yeah.
No, it is a little bit of both, I think. But, and I guess ultimately we could, at any point, always go out in the car somewhere. But, you know, to me, that's not really something. We have, actually. We met Alex, the diplomat, and Shelly out at Coppertail in the Jeep. And we went to the Dirty Shame one night in the Jeep, I think. Yeah, so while it's not a balanced mix, we've done a little bit of both, depending on what's going on. But yeah, she gives me a hard time because I get really stressed out in traffic. You guys have seen, maybe, the video I put out several weeks ago on the dark secrets of motovlogging, where it's just all the cuts from cursing and yelling at people. I learned that might be stressful for a passenger to have to listen to that all the time. Okay, I see that. So I've been trying to behave a little bit, not to stress her out a little bit more. What has been your favorite ride so far, or event, or party, or whatever?
Probably the Leesburg ride.
Yeah, tell me about that Leesburg ride.
I mean, even though it was a longer ride, and I know when we set out in the morning, I wasn't really expecting to go that distance.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was very relaxing. Saw some very pretty parts of Florida.
It is nice. It is nice riding up there. That's there's not a whole lot of options for roads in Florida, so let's just ignore. You've got I-75, I-95, I-4, I-10. Those are your major freeways, right? So if we ignore those, your options become pretty limited on number highways. Like 301 and 41 are the two highways that we take to pretty much everywhere. And there's some other ones, 27. Obviously, there's 60. But going up to Leesburg is pretty much all Highway 301, I believe. And yeah, it's a 2-lane highway. You guys saw a lot of that if you followed along for the St. Augustine trip. 2-lane highway. I mean, yeah, there's some traffic on 2 lanes, but seeing all the small rolling hills, the wildlife, you know, some cattle out there, just very country setting, fresh air. It was just us and Aaron, Vices of a Viking, that went up there that day. We only hung out for about an hour. We grabbed some food, had a couple of beers, rolled right back down, and went to Bob or Pet's birthday party. So, man, it was a whole lot of fun, that one. What do you think has been your least favorite ride so far?
I don't know. I think sometimes when we go down to the Shaman, we have to get on 275 and there's a lot of traffic, or we're passing multiple accidents. It's obviously nerve-wracking even in a car when you're dealing with that. So being on the back where I have zero control of what's happening, it's a little, you know, nerve-wracking, so that's probably my least favorite. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's any one trip that I disliked.
God, I think that first ride down to the Shame where we did see 3 accidents in like a 2-mile stretch with police and fire departments and shit. I saw those. I'm like, these sons of bitches had the nerve to die while I'm taking my wife out on a motorcycle. Assholes. Yeah, I can totally see that. So what I heard from all of that is that you're a control freak.
I'm not a control freak. But sitting on the back of the bike where you're limited, like I can't see directly in front of me. I see your head. That's it.
My head's not big.
Okay.
The other one is. What do you mean, okay?
It is.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, she doesn't like those kind of jokes because she knows they're serious. That's why. Yeah, she's mentioned that a couple times. For being back here, she's not used to. She can't see directly in front of her. She can only kind of see over my shoulder a little bit. I mean, if I rode like this all the time, I'm sure it would help, but I can't.
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
sure that's safe.
It's probably not. So I won't do that.
I mean, because when we drive in a vehicle, it's pretty much like 99% me doing all that driving. So yeah, I mean, I'm in control of all that, or I'm not here.
At some point, probably, gosh, 8 years ago, we just kind of transitioned back in our earlier family formative years. I don't know what to call that. You know, it was pretty traditional. I, as the husband and dad, drove everywhere. And then, I don't know, sometime, I think it was around 2013, 14, where it might have been the Tennessee trip, Christmas of 2013, where we just kind of had a changing of the guard. She pretty much drives everywhere we go now. And at first I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. And then I started being like, hey, how can we do that? And then I found out it's because she doesn't want to deal with my stress on the road. Not because like she really had a genuine interest in. Which I guess fair enough is that's a good reason. So,
I mean, it's a win-win. I drive and don't have to hear your yelling and screaming, and you don't have to yell and scream.
I would never. I think, so all of us have frustrations, and I know everybody gets frustrated in traffic, but my whole driving life, traffic has been something, and I can already hear you guys. You don't have to put it down in the comments, even though I know you're going to be really tempted to, and you're not going to be able to scratch the little itch at the end of your fingertips until you do it, but you don't have to tell me that, oh, just let it go, man. Yes, I know that, but for some reason, traffic really gets under my skin, man. It really, and I'm aware that it's an irrational anger at traffic. Traffic is traffic. There's nothing you can really do about it, but I don't know. I think we all have those little things. But anyway, I've been rambling on here for a while. We're going to get on down to the Shame. Verdi, any closing thoughts on the motorcycle thing before I cut this off and just ride?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to drink a beer.
Just going to go drink a beer. We're going to get down here, meet up with Josh. I'll film a little bit down there, but we'll see you down the road.
I don't think you're going to get all of that, but I was holding the other camera. We just went through, so we were just talking about things that happen that make her nervous on the bike. This bitch in this Velo Star rolls in around us, and I don't know if cars were stopped in front of her or not. This is on the freeway. I had to slam on the brakes on the Goldwing, which I've said many times, brakes on a Goldwing are just suggestions anyway. So yeah, the rear tire was actually skidding because there's really no ABS. Anyway, pretty nerve-wracking, huh? Yeah, it's not the kind of experience. You guys know you have to do that pretty much every day when you ride, but I didn't want her to have to deal with that right now. So anyway, we're gonna go have a beer, throw some darts, whatever, have a good time, and then yeah, call it a night, whatever. Not really a whole lot. The Shame, if you guys ever come to the Shame, you'll know that it's not really like a hype park. It's just people chilling a bunch. So we're just up here celebrating Josh's haircut, really, that he got from Barber Mike there. That's all we're doing. He came over from Orlando, like I mentioned, just to get his haircut and hang out and have a couple beers, and he's going back. He's going to be a motorcycle mechanic. I'm also a motorcycle mechanic, but I don't know what I'm doing. So basically I'm looking for guys like this who have YouTube channels so I can watch them and figure out what the fuck to do, because I really don't know. His birthday is a Saturday. You guys are probably not going to see any of that because it's going to be... Looking forward to it. Before he goes to say goodbye, the wife is still fitting herself to motorcycles, so she's going to take her and her High Life and sit on Josh's Harley Bob. Tree Bob? Oh God, I got it right the first time this time, after he just told me inside, but let's see how this fits her. Oh, that's sexy as fuck, baby. Look at that. Feels good?
Yeah. It's not the heaviest. Oh, there.
Well, they have a very low center of gravity too. Here, he's gonna get this. He's gonna stick that tire between his legs there.
Flat-footed too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Dang, girl.
Nice colors.
Yeah, that's.
I've only seen like 3 of these this color.
I'll bet you get more compliments on the color of that motorcycle than anything else. I've never seen it before yours. Well, that's gonna wrap this video up. You know, I noticed as I was editing that video took place over 3 or 4 different days, and I always, well, most of it, I either had this shirt on or my Arizona State shirt. So this might become the new yellow shirt of maintenance. God, I hope not. It's not even yellow. Anyway, lots of things going on in this one. Bike wash, a chain that I didn't have to adjust, wife's thoughts on riding for a couple of months, and then meeting up with my buddy Josh over at the Shame. So anyway, I know a lot of you guys really like the travel videos. I like making them, but as far as like normal everyday stuff, that was pretty much it. That's pretty much what we do with our lives right here. So I do appreciate you coming along for it, even if it wasn't like the most exciting thing. It's just is what it is. So until next time, we'll see you later.